This is a true story that unfolded in Tehran, 1979. As the chains were snapped, a tidal wave of protesters swarmed the USS Embassy. The Marine Guards held the final line of defense, but were under strict orders not to fire.
If you shoot one person, they're going to kill every single one of us in here.
They could only buy as much time as possible to destroy classified documents. Inside, shredders roared and flames devoured files, but the gates were eventually breached. The intruders found only the charred remains of secret intelligence. They swiftly detained 66 staff members, but released the female hostages shortly after. However, amidst the chaos, 6 intelligence officers slipped out the back door and sought refuge in the residence of the Canadian ambassador. The Iranians sensed something was amiss, but lacked proof. They began the painstaking task of hand-assembling the shredded strips of paper, attempting to reconstruct the embassy's personnel roster. Before the list could be restored, the Canadian ambassador relayed the situation of the 6 to CIA headquarters. Yet, the CIA top brass debated for an entire week without a viable extraction plan. They knew that once those 6 photographs were pieced back together, it would be game over. A CIA exfiltration specialist, inspired by a random TV broadcast, proposed a plan deemed suicidal and foolish by his superiors, disguising the intelligence officers as a Hollywood film crew. With no other options, the CIA took a leap of faith and greenlit the mission. He set off for Iran, but his first stop wasn't Tehran, it was Hollywood. Leveraging his connections, he registered a shell production company and secured a high-quality script from director Steven Spielberg. Next, he enlisted comic book legend Jack Kirby to draft exquisite storyboards. Finally, he saturated the media with promotion for a fake sci-fi epic titled Argo. With the stage set, he moved to phase 2. He arrived at the Iranian consulate in Turkey, obtaining a visa under the guise of a Canadian director, and successfully flew into Tehran. By then, airport security had increased tenfold. He managed to leave an official entry record, though he still drew the suspicion of the guards. Right under the noses of security, he swiped 6 blank entry-exit forms and rushed to the Iranian Ministry of Culture. He applied for a filming permit, but his request was met with deep skepticism from Iranian officials.
This film crew is just your son?
No, we have 6 more from Canada meeting us today.
He managed to bluff his way through and secured the permit. He reached the Canadian embassy to collect 6 blank Canadian passports before heading to the ambassador's residence to have the 6 fill out their entry forms. Through an intensive overnight training session, he transformed the 6 fugitives into a professional crew of cameramen, producers, and gaffers. The following day, he intentionally led them into the streets, exposing them to the Iranian spies while scouting iconic locations, a move that successfully dispelled their doubts. However, on the eve of the extraction, he received a directive from his superiors. For election purposes, the president had scrapped the slow-moving rescue in favor of a swifter military strike.
What?
Facing this suicidal shift in orders, he chose to defy his command.
I'm taking him through.
Tony?
He led the group to the airport, unaware that Washington had never purchased their 7 tickets.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't seem to have these reservations.
Fortunately, at the 11th hour, his supervisor secured 7 tickets from the White House. They cleared the check-in, but were halted at the final passport control. The Iranians dialed the production company to verify their identities. Back in LA, his friend maintained the facade and provided the perfect cover. The